The Weeknd's Biography. Weeknd Biography, born February 16, 1990, known professionally by his stage name for Weeknd, is a Canadian singer, songwriter and record producer. In late 2010, Tesfaye anonymously uploaded several songs to YouTube under the name for Weeknd. He released 3 9-track mixtapes throughout 2011, House of Balloons, Thursday and Echoes of Silence, which were critically acclaimed. The following year, he released a compilation album trilogy, 30 tracks consisting of remastered versions of the mixtape material and 3 additional songs. It was released under Republic Records and his own label EXO. In 2013, he released his debut studio album Kissland, which was supported by the singles Kissland and Lit 4. His second album, Beauty Behind the Madness, which became his first #1 album on the Billboard 200, included the top 5 single Earned It and produced the #1 singles The Hills and Can't Feel My Face. The songs have simultaneously held the top 3 spots on the Billboard Hot R&B Songs chart, making him the first artist in history to achieve this. Early life. Weeknd Tesfaye was born on February 16, 1990, in Toronto, Ontario, Canada, and raised in Scarborough, and is an only child. He is of Ethiopian descent. His parents, Weeknd and Sandra, migrated from Ethiopia in the 1980s. His mother worked several jobs including nursing, catering, and night school. He grew up listening to a variety of music genres, including soul, quiet storm, hip-hop, funk, indie rock, and post-punk. Since Tesfaye's father was never around when he was growing up, and his mother was constantly working, his grandmother took care of him most of his young life. Because of this, Tesfaye speaks fluent Amharic. It was the first language he learned. His grandmother would take him to services at their Ethiopian Orthodox church. Tesfaye says he adopted the stage name for Weeknd after dropping out of high school at the age of 17 and, along with a fellow crew members, left one weekend and never came home. The spelling was modified to avoid trademark issues with a Canadian band already named The Weeknd. Career beginnings. In Toronto, Tesfaye met producer Jeremy Rose, who had an idea for a dark R&B musical project called The Weeknd. After trying to pitch the idea to musician Curtis Santiago, Rose played one of his instrumentals for Tesfaye, who freestyled over it, and they began working on an album. He produced 3 songs: What You Need, Loft Music, and The Morning, and others that Tesfaye rapped on, which Rose ultimately scrapped. Rose let Tesfaye keep the tracks he had produced under the condition that he would ultimately be credited for them. However, in December 2010, Tesfaye uploaded What You Need, Loft Music, and The Morning to YouTube under the name for Weeknd, though his identity was initially unknown. The songs drew attention online through word of mouth, including a blog featuring the songs posted by Toronto-based rapper Drake, who also helped generate interest in The Weeknd. They subsequently received coverage from outlets such as Pitchfork Media and The New York Times. On March 21, 2011, Tesfaye released the 9-track mixtape House of Balloons for free through his website. It featured production by Ilachalo and Doc McKinney, although it did not credit Rose for his tracks. House of Balloons was met with critical acclaim, and was named as one of 10 shortlisted nominees for the 2011 Polaris Music Prize. In July, The Weeknd embarked on a tour and delivered his first performance at the Mob Club in Toronto. The hour-and-a-half-long performance created buzz about him. His next performance took place at Toronto's Molson Canadian Amphitheatre. He collaborated with rapper Drake and appeared as one of the special guests to Drake's 2nd annual Vote Fest on July 31, 2011. During the summer, the press noted that The Weeknd refused to participate in interviews and chose to only communicate via Twitter. His second mixtape Thursday was released on August 18, 2011, as a free digital download from The Weeknd's website, and was well received by critics. The Weeknd's third mixtape, titled Echoes of Silence, was released on December 21, 2011. Upon this release, the three 2011 mixtapes were collectively known as the Balloons Trilogy, each receiving critical acclaim and growing Tesfa's fanbase.